Welcome to today's wonderful webinar on College Multihexa MSM E-Summit 2021 live. So I see lots of attendees in joining in process. So I hope all of you are safe and healthy wherever you are attending this webinar. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, all parts from the world, especially in Kathmandu and some parts of India. अहिले म तपाईं काठमाडौँ र मल्टिहेक्सा कलेजको यो विशेष वेबिनार हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ। आजको यो विशेष कार्यक्रममा उपस्थित जनाउनु भएका सम्पूर्णलाई हार्दिक मङ्गलमय स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। I will be moderator for today's webinar. So my name is Sudeep Gosai. I'm country manager for College Multihexa at MSM. I'm delighted and pleased to introduce today's presenter, Bhumika Sharma. She is Manager North for India at Multihexa. Before I hand over to mic to Bhumika, so I would like to run through some housekeeping requirements that we need for today's presentation. First of all, you will be hearing the comprehensive presentation about the College Multihexa. Then we will be taking the questions answer of Multihexa during the questions during the session, right? So please feel free to ask any questions regarding the presentation or regarding the College Multihexa. For those who just joined us, welcome to today's webinar on College Multihexa MSM E-Summit 2021 live. So without further delay, so let's start with the things off with the welcoming our manager, Bhumika Sharma. Bhumika, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sudeep. Good morning and good afternoon to everyone who's joined us in today's webinar. As specified by Sudeep, I am the manager for College Multihexa. And in today's webinar, we will be covering all the details of College Multihexa, including a virtual campus tour of the college. We will talk about our location, the placement opportunities, our programs, requirements, as well as fee structure. And for those of you who have any questions during the webinar, please feel free to put it in the Q&A section. Before ending today's session, we will be answering each one of your questions live, picking up from Q&A session. Thank you for joining us again, and let's get started without any further ado. So we're going to talk about the location first. College Multihexa is one of the Canadian institutions located in the province of Quebec in Canada. We are located in one of the largest cities of the province of Quebec, known as Saguenay. Saguenay is approximately 4 hours away from Montreal and 2 hours away from Quebec City by road. Saguenay is known as the cultural capital of Quebec and is also known as one of the development centers in the province of Quebec. Saguenay is filled with a lot of factories and manufacturing industries, which is why it's known as the development hub. And we export a lot of goods to the nearby city and provinces as well. Moving on to the college history, College Multihexa was established in 1986, and it is approximately a 35-year-old institution today. Over these 35 years, we have trained more than 5,000 students, not only from the city Saguenay, but overall in the province of Quebec. The picture that you see in front of your screen is the building of our college. The ground floor is occupied by College Multihexa, and the rest of the buildings are occupied by a couple of IT companies. Now, the important thing to note down here is at College Multihexa, we only offer IT diploma programs for the students. And this is the reason why the college has collaborated with more than 20 IT companies to provide the students opportunities for their internships as well as their full-time job placements after the completion of their studies. CGI, being one of the largest IT company, is located in our building, and majority of the students who study at Multihexa, they apply for their internship and placements to CGI as option number 1, where they can also have several other options through the campus placement options by the end of their program. So College Multihexa has built quite a good reputation over the years with private, governmental, and paragovernmental companies. Moving on, at College Multihexa, we have an ideal student-to-teacher ratio where we do not accommodate more than 25 students per classroom so that we can have a good interaction going on in the class. The students get the opportunity to learn French in Quebec because Quebec is one of the French-dominated provinces in Canada. The students actually get paid to learn French language on campus. The government pays the students if they attend French classes on campus. One of the benefits of living in the city Saguenay is the low cost of living with efficient transportation and affordable housing options. Let's have a look at what life looks like in Saguenay. Now, Saguenay is a combination of urban city having all sorts of basic amenities available, such as hospitals, universities, colleges, shopping malls, shopping complexes, amusement parks, etc. And we also have beautiful waterfalls, lakes, hills, and valleys around the city. So the students can enjoy best of both the worlds. There are a lot of recreational activities that the students can enjoy, such as cycling, climbing, skiing, fishing, and wakeboarding. In terms of area versus population, Saguenay is a city with 1,280 kilometer squares of area, which is approximately 3 times as large as Montreal. We have got a very limited population of just 1.46 lakh. So it's a very easygoing lifestyle that the students can enjoy in the city. There won't be a lot of traffic or a lot of crowd at public places. Easy availability of resources is something that you can get in the city Saguenay. So the students can definitely enjoy high quality of living at a very reasonable price because the city offers very low cost of living. Now looking at the actual costs, and housing costs approximately $375 to $400 per person. Now this includes their monthly rent, Wi-Fi bill, and electricity. Other than this, the students have to pay $200 to $300 for their groceries per person, and they can pay $55 per month for the local transportation and can get a bus pass issued to them, which will suffice their transportation requirements around in the town. They can make a number of trips on one monthly pass. So that is it as far as their cost is concerned, living cost is concerned. The city also offers efficient transportation system that covers not only the residential area, but also the industrial and commercial area locally. We have a lot of famous tourist spots from around the town. This one is downtown Chicoutimi. You'll see a lot of historical buildings here. We have a lot of museums because Quebec is Saguenay is known as the cultural capital of Quebec. We also have a place called Fort Village where the students can work part-time and they can find a number of jobs here. So there's a lot of export-import related business that happens at this particular place. Moving on, this one is interesting. Now, world's second largest aluminium extraction plant is located in the city Saguenay, and the students can find a lot of part-time jobs here. Now, other than this aluminium extraction plant, we have a lot of machinery manufacturing plants in the town, and the students can work part-time there as well as a factory worker. So the students can work as a salesman or as a cashier at any sort of store or a supermarket, and they can also work as a factory worker in the region. And the average wage rate that is offered to the international students in the city Saguenay ranges from $30 per hour, and it goes up to $21 per hour, depending upon the type of job that the student has chosen. You can also check this online. There are various websites and portals where you'll find a lot of job and their mentioned salaries as well. Moving on to programs of studies. Now, College Multihexa has been a pioneer in IT, and we have been teaching IT for the past 35 years. Let's have a look at our programs. Program number 1 is Aec Programmer Analyst, which is a 2 years diploma. After the completion of this 2 years diploma, the students are eligible for 3 years of postgraduate work permit. There are a variety of jobs that the students can apply for, such as web developer, database manager, and mobile developer. The average salary that the students can get on these jobs is $42,500. Now, this salary is offered on a beginner's level, and the students can definitely make more once they are above a beginner level at these job roles. Moving on to our program number 2, which is Aec Network Manager. Now, this is one of the most preferred programs for the international students. Again, this is an undergraduate IT diploma program with 2 years of duration, having 3 years of postgraduate work permit. And the students can apply for a variety of jobs such as IT advisor, network administrator, and IT technician. And they can earn a salary of approximately $40,000 on a beginner's level. Moving on to our requirements and fee structure. Now, College Multihexa is open for September 21 intake, and the application fee is completely waived off. So if the students apply to study at College Multihexa, they don't have to pay a single penny, and we will be issuing the offer letter to the students completely free of cost. In terms of academic requirements, For Nepali students, we would want 55% minimum with no subject less than 50%. But for students studying in India, we expect at least 50% overall with no core subject less than 50% in your grade 12 or in your high school. Moving on to the English proficiency requirements, we accept IELTS and PTE at College Multihexa. We also accept Cambridge tests of English. For IELTS, our requirement is 6 overall with 5.5 accepted in only one module. And for PTE, we would want 58 points overall with no module less than 51. Our tuition fee per annum is 11,800 Canadian dollars, and the students can pay half of this amount in order to get the letter of admission from College Multihexa. Now, moving on to some local employment opportunities for the students. The IT companies that you see in front of your screen are some of the IT companies that College Multihexa has collaborated with, and these are located very close to the campus. So CGI and Ubisoft being one of the largest IT companies in the region, the students can easily apply here for their internships and for their placements. Now, one of the interesting facts is in the next coming 5 years, there are about 1.4 million jobs available in the IT sector just in Quebec. Now, this is a huge number, so there are a lot of opportunities for the students who wish to build their career in IT. Now, let's talk about our internship options. College Multihexa provides a mandatory internship in both of its programs for at least 3 months towards the end of their program. Now, internship helps the students in implementation of what they have learned in their program so far. Because the students actually learn to implement, now this helps them to secure a job much easily. So at College Multihexa, we have 85% placement rate for all of the graduates that have been graduated from our college so far. The classes are for only 3 days a week, 5 hours a day. And this rest of the day, students are free to work and free to try their hands on different activities. Right, so we're quite happy with the placement rate, and the students are quite happy with the placement rate that College Multihexa offers. Now, our campus is almost located in the heart of the city, Saguenay, and college has been also recognized and supported by major IT players such as Microsoft and Cisco, and we are very proud of that. We already have international students studying with us on campus, and we will be happy to welcome more students coming in from Nepal. So feel free to share your documents with your respective consultants so that they can analyze your profile, and we can let you know if we can accept you in our upcoming intake. Hopefully we'll see you on campus. Moving on to the international student services that College Multihexa provides. Now, we definitely provide airport pickup facilities to the students from Saguenay Bagotville Airport, and we also help the students to find their part-time jobs. We also assist the students in terms of accommodation, and we take care of students at each and every step, right from the moment they are received at the campus. So yeah, we definitely help them for their internship, and we help them for their placements as well. Until the time the student is actually at his first employment, we make sure to help and guide the students at each and every step. We have a very dedicated team on campus that takes a very good care of our international students. We also help the students for their SIM card issues and for their GIC bank account activation as well. So like I said, we take care of the students at each and every step possible until the time they're settled in the region. Right. Okay, so before we move on to the questions that you might have, I would like to give you all a virtual campus tour of College Multihexa. So just allow me to share my screen with all of you, just a moment. If all of you are able to see my screen right now, please type yes in the chat box and let me know if you can.
Yes, Bhumika.
Okay, perfect. So this is the very entrance of our College Multihexa. Let me show you around. Now this is the waiting area that we have at the entrance. This is the door in order to enter our college premises. Moving ahead a little bit towards the reception area. So this is the reception area. We generally have Helen here who takes care of the offer letters for all of the international students for us. On the right-hand side, we see a cabin that is for the director of the college, Mr. Jacques Perron. And we have a cabin at the left-hand side too. Alex, who's our international student supporter on campus, is provided with that cabin. Moving on to the teacher's room. So this is the teacher's room. And the teachers prepare all of the assignment work for the students here. Moving back to the corridor. So we have a lot of classrooms available on the left and right hand side of this corridor. I will show you one of our sample classroom and our labs, our IT labs. So this one on the left is one of our labs where the students can actually work on connections and on the development of IT softwares as per their course schedule. So this is a very decent setup that we have got here for our computer labs. Moving to our classrooms. So this is one of our classrooms where we have computer systems set up at each and every desk for all of the students in order to learn IT with College Multihexa. And by the way, you can always see the beautiful view from outside of the classroom. Moving ahead, we have a little locker area on the right-hand side and some spare uniforms on the left-hand side. Let us move on to the little cafeteria that we have at the end of this corridor. So this is our little cafeteria where the students can sit and enjoy their lunch. We have a vending machine in case the student wants to eat anything, coffee machines, microwaves, refrigerators for students. And we have a little waiting room over here where the students can sit during their break time or maybe study for their upcoming tests, prepare their assignments, or maybe enjoy reading other books. So that's more to our campus, and we will be more than happy to share the link of this virtual campus tour with you for your students. Feel free to share this with your prospective students, and they can also check out what our campus of College Multihexa looks like. So that was all from my side. I would like to move ahead to a question and answer session. Feel free to drop your questions in the Q&A chat box, and we will be answering your question live. I would like to request my colleague Sudeep to start answering the questions that we have received from our viewers at the moment.
Thank you, Bhumika, for a lovely presentation, very informative presentation, and the virtual campus tour. So we have already questions in the chat box, I guess. So I would like to request you please ask your question in Q&A session, so it will be easy to pick the questions. So one question here: additionally cost for the airport pickup and accommodation.
All right, so there's no cost involved for the airport pickup. We provide airport pickup facility absolutely free of cost. And as far as accommodation is concerned, we provide the students with options for the accommodation. Now, the college has got tie-up with a couple of accommodation agencies, and the cost generally is around $375 to $400 a month, which includes your monthly rent, Wi-Fi bill, electricity, basic furniture, and other basic amenities as well. And they also provide services of cleaning of the common areas such as kitchen to the students. Right, so that will be it. And if the students wish to find their own accommodation places, we have absolutely no problem with that either.
Okay, so is language of instruction English or French?
Okay, good question. So since we are located in one of the French-speaking province, we deliver our classes in two languages, English and French both. The students who come in from French-speaking countries, they can study in French. And the students coming in from non-French-speaking countries can definitely attend the classes in English. Right. So I'm guessing that Nepali students will be attending the classes in English.
Right. So is there any scholarship for international student?
All right. So for scholarships, at the moment for September 21 intake, we are offering a student grant or a student discount of 2,000 Canadian dollars to all of the students. So our initial tuition fee, which was $13,800, has now reduced to $11,800. So there's a discount of $2,000 here, and this does not apply to only the students who qualify for a scholarship or have a certain marks in their grade 12 or high school. Rather, we are offering this discount to every student who will be applying for September 21 intake, which is, I think, even a better opportunity. So no scholarships at the moment, rather a $2,000 discount on the tuition fee.
Right. Okay, so here I would like to request you again, all participation, please feel free to write your questions in Q&A sessions if you have any questions regarding this. So I'm going to pick the next question. So I have done my bachelor in India. So can I apply for the SCS program analysis course?
Yes, absolutely you can, but I cannot say that for sure until I have a look at your score sheets or your transcripts. I'm going to have to know what studies you've completed last and what your score is. If you meet our admission requirements, you can definitely apply to study for your desired program at Multihexa College. So I request you to share your educational documents on the email address that I'm going to type in the chat box right now for everyone.
Right.
So our admissions email ID is global.admissions@collegemultihexa.ca. If you send your documents here, the team will do the assessment and we will write back to you and we will let you know if we will be able to accept you or not.
Yeah. Okay. So otherwise, so I'm always there for you guys. So me and Bhumika, so you can text us on like WhatsApp. So we can always available for you. And so I want to pick another one question. So that is, what is academic gap do you accept after +2 pass out?
Okay, so we accept gap years of up to 5 years with justification. So if you studied something or if you worked at a place, you need to provide your justification for all of those years in documents. And once we have that, we will be able to accept you and provide you admission for your desired intake.
Okay, so we need just verifiable or justificable gap evidence for the 5 years, then we can issue the offer letter, right? Okay, so more questions over there. So from Nepal, 55% is okay for application process or not?
I think you can answer this question.
Right answer is yes, of course we can process with the 55%. So since we have a 50 not less than 50 for, like, you know, in international market, so we have a little bit higher we mark for the Nepali market, so that's why it's a 55%. But if you feel so that applications cannot like justify in your high commission, so you can recommend them to quite higher, so you can ask for the, let's say, like at least 60% or higher. But of course we can accept with the 55%, not less than 50 for Nepal market. Okay, do you accept to PTE as well?
Yes, we do. As mentioned in my presentation, we accept IELTS and PTE, both English proficiency tests, and our requirement for PTE is 58 overall with no module less than 51. But recently I figured that on the official website of PTE, Pearson's Test of English, their conversion from IELTS to corresponding PTE score has been lowered. So we might be able to accept students even less than 58 overall. So I would say any student who's got score above 54 will be acceptable for PTE as well.
For PTE, right. Okay. So Bhumika, I think we have answered all of the questions. So so we want to wrap up the program or the sessions. So thank you so much for all attendees. So I want to thanks in Nepali, my language. सबैलाई धन्यवाद यो प्रोग्राममा पार्टिसिपेसन गरिदिनु भएकोमा। इफ तपाईहरुसँग केही क्वेशन्सहरु छन् भने सो मलाई डाइरेक्टली कन्ट्याक्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। मेरो नम्बर हजुरसँग छ अलरेडी। इफ नट सो म तपाईलाई इमेल मार्फत पनि कन्ट्याक्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। त्यसपछि म प्रोग्रामको लागि अन्त्यसम्ममा पुगिरहेको छु। प्रोग्रामको अन्त्यसम्म पुगिरहेको छु अहिले। र अहिले so I want to thanks Bhumika. So if you want to add some last word to our participation, so it will be Bhumika. So you want to add some last word to our participation?
Right. I was just looking at some of the last minute questions that we're getting in the Q&A. So before we wrap up, I think we should answer them. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So I missed that one. Okay. So what visa success rate for the diploma program?
Okay. So visa success ratio. So far with College Multihexa, we have 80% visa success ratio if it's a fresh passed out student. But yes, if the student has got gap, then the visa success ratio, it falls a little down to 70-60%. So yeah.
Right. Okay, so finally, so you want to add some words to our participations, so you can add.
Right, so yeah, that's about it from my side. It was nice connecting with everybody for College Multihexa. I'll be more than happy to receive emails for assessment of the profiles that you might have at hand with you. You can connect with Sudeep if you are located in Nepal, and you can contact me if you're located in India. If you have my contact details, you can definitely check out the contact details from the official website of College Multihexa. It's already there. Or you can also find out us on the social media, and our contact details are definitely available there. Right, so that is all from my side. Thank you everybody for joining in today. I hope that everybody's staying safe, and we will see everybody virtually very, very soon.
Right. Well, thank you, Bhumika. So last words. So we are at MSM. We are super excited to introduce our E-Summit Live 2021 every day or every alternative day. So you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube platform. You can also visit our website. It's www.msquaremedia.com. Updated informations and the events. Thank you so much for today's participation and webinar. So hope you see in next time as well. So we have two more sessions today. So one is at 2 p.m. So Eton College, we are going to live after 2 p.m. Nepali time. Then after 5:30, so we are going to present new college. So that is presentation college for you from USA. So please register and stay there. So till then, so I'll Sudeep Gosai and Bhumika Sama, we are signing off. See you next time. Thank you and namaste. Bye bye.